Globalization is weakening. Supply chains are splitting up. Countries are layering on multiple protectionist measures. And this hurts all countries, but especially small, open trading nations like ourselves. With global warming, the world is also experiencing more extreme weather. From China to Japan to Europe and the US, no region is spared from floods and droughts, heat waves and wildfires. This will affect food production and prices worldwide. We have not fully felt it in Singapore yet, but it is coming. Economically, Singapore is keeping up. We expect positive economic growth this year. Hopefully, we will avoid a recession. Inflation is at last coming down, but it will probably stay higher than what we were used to. And the cost of living is still on everyone's minds. In my speech earlier, I explained how the government will continue to support you. We will weather this storm together. Our nation must navigate carefully in this increasingly troubled landscape. There's no ready playbook. There's no model answer. I'm glad that DPM Lawrence Wong and the 4G team have taken it upon themselves to chart out where Singapore will go from here. They launched Forward Singapore in June last year to refresh our social compact. They've held dialogues with thousands of Singaporeans who shared their ideas to tackle various issues. For example, how to equip our people with the skills to succeed, how to improve care for the vulnerable, and how to strengthen our solidarity as one people. The Forward Singapore report will be published later this year. It will be a compass to help Singapore navigate through the stormy seas. Despite the dark clouds, the world still offers many opportunities for those who dare to seize them. In my Malay speech just now, I spoke about promising new sectors, such as the digital economy. I also shared that the government will give more support to workers to help you adapt and upskill to stay ahead of the game. Financial concerns are top of mind, not just for younger workers, but also the older ones. These concerns become more urgent as we approach retirement, especially for those in their 50s and early 60s. Let us call them the young seniors. Young, because you are younger than the Pioneer generation and the Merdeka generation. Seniors, because you will soon retire, or maybe you have recently retired. Young seniors are in a unique position today. Compared to the Pioneer and Merdeka generations, you've benefited more from Singapore's growth and generally done better in life. But compared to workers younger than you in their 30s and 40s today, you've generally earned less over your lifetimes. And you've also had less time to benefit from improvements to the CPF system and so have built up less retirement savings. Young seniors are also in a particularly sandwiched phase of your lives. You have to shoulder the responsibility of caring for both the young and old in your families. Your kids may be young adults, but often not yet fully independent and still live in the same household. Many of you young seniors also have elderly parents at home who may be beset with the infirmities of old age. You have to shuttle them to medical appointments and hospital visits, plus attend to their everyday needs. All this while watching your own health, because you're not so youthful yourselves. Responsibilities on all these fronts multiply your burdens. So, as young seniors, you're understandably anxious about your retirement needs. Beyond the daily cost of living pressures, you know that retirement is creeping up on you. And you wonder, will I have enough to get by? Can I cope? But don't worry, the government will help you. You will not be left behind. We will introduce a package to help young seniors meet your retirement needs. Let's name it the Majula package. This will be for Singaporeans who are 50 and above this year. born in 1973 or earlier. It will benefit those with lower incomes and less wealth. The support will be tiered depending on your income and your CPF savings. The Majula package will comprise 3 components. First, an earn and save bonus to help you build up your CPF savings while you work. Most young seniors are still working and have some years to go before retirement. We encourage you to continue working as long as you can. Lower and middle income workers will get a CPF bonus of up to $1,000 a year, depending on your income. And the government will credit this into your CPF account on top of the usual employer and employee contributions. You will receive this earn and save bonus yearly as long as you are working, whether full-time or part-time. Take, for example, a lower-income 55-year-old who plans to retire at 65. Over 10 years, her earn and save bonus adds up to $12,000 in extra CPF savings if you include the CPF interest, which is not bad. Second, a retirement savings bonus. If your CPF balances have not reached the CPF basic retirement sum, you will receive a one-time CPF bonus this year of up to $1,500. Those who are not working will get this bonus too. And this includes homemakers who've given up their careers and labored to raise their families and thus have very low CPF balances. Third, a MediSave bonus. Most young seniors have enough MediSave balances. Nevertheless, many still worry about healthcare costs because you will soon be not so young seniors. So the Majula package will include a modest one-time MediSave bonus of up to $1,000. And it will give you some extra buffer to help pay your medical expenses and insurance premiums. The Majula package will help young seniors in their 50s and early 60s to meet your retirement needs. But besides young seniors, we also want to encourage older seniors to continue working for as long as you can. Hence, the Majula package also covers the Pioneer and Merdeka generations. The Majula package will cost the government about $7 billion. MOF will create a new fund to meet the full lifetime costs of the package, using resources from this term of government. We will honor this commitment without burdening future generations. The Majula package will benefit some 1.4 million older people across several generations. We will also be enhancing existing schemes like Silver Support, Workfare, and the Match Retirement Savings Scheme. And the details akan datang will be announced next year. Taken together, these improvements will help seniors to meet basic retirement needs, especially for lower and middle income Singaporeans, so that you can have greater peace of mind in your golden years. I want to talk about 2 other important issues tonight: caring for our aging population and housing our people. Singapore is one of the fastest aging nations in the world. Today, about 1 in 5 Singaporeans is a senior, aged 65 and above. By 2030, nearly 1 in 4 Singaporeans will be a senior. I first talked about aging in the National Day rally back in 2007. At that time, we had 500 centenarians, people aged 100 and older. We thought that was a lot. By 2013, which is 16 years later, this had doubled. Soon, we'll be a super-aged society. And this has massive social and economic implications. We have much to do to help our seniors age well. And today, I'll speak about 2 aspects of our preparations: active aging and making homes and precincts more senior-friendly. First, on active aging. We've invested significantly in healthcare for seniors. The government plays a big role in providing care, but seniors must also play our part to look after ourselves. MOH launched Healthier SG last month. Healthier SG aims to get each of us to take more responsibility for our own health, supported by family doctors and community partners. When you enroll, you'll get a personalized health plan, including when to go for screenings and vaccinations. Besides medical prescriptions, your doctor will also give you what we call social prescriptions, like advising you to lead a more active lifestyle, to maintain a healthier diet, to lose a little bit of weight, or to quit smoking. But while your GP can suggest or even arrange these for you, only you can decide to follow through and do them. But please do so. Prevention is always better than cure. Beyond Healthier SG, how else can we help Singaporeans to age well? It's not just about fending off sickness. It's also about staying well both physically and mentally. Because mental illness is just as important as physical wellness. Mental wellness is just as important as physical wellness. One of the biggest threats to the well-being of seniors is loneliness. Today, many seniors are living alone. They risk becoming socially isolated. Their spouses may have passed on. Their children are probably living elsewhere with their own families. So it's important that somebody keeps regularly in touch with them. And it's also important that they keep active and have a social network for mutual support. During COVID, many old folks were stuck at home, unable to go out for their usual activities. We were very worried that isolated and inactive, they would deteriorate quickly. So we restarted community activities for seniors as soon as we could do so safely. Stand further apart, do it outdoors, but gather and do it and keep that human contact and that activity. We will do more to help seniors stay engaged and socially active. That's why we've set up active aging centers all over Singapore. I recently visited this active aging center, the Bedok Radiance AAC. It's run by Tai Hwa Kwan Model Charities. I was very happy to see a vibrant community of seniors joining the activities and using the services there. Many of them told me they were living alone and always looked forward to coming down to the activities. It gave them something to do with their friends, something to look forward to, a sense of purpose. The AAC ran a varied weekly program, art jamming, karaoke, and dance classes. When I was there, a happy exercise class was in full swing. Happy means healthy aging promotion programs for you. HAPPY. And the seniors looked happy, but some of them were not so well. A few were wheelchair bound, but they still joined in the activities. And this cheerful lady told me she hopes to jog again. And why not? Even in a wheelchair. Other seniors were using the health services at the AAC. Some were getting their vital signs checked so that doctors could follow up if something was amiss. One was having a teleconsultation with nurses physically there to help him, and a doctor calling in on Zoom from the polyclinic. It was good that relatives or neighbors were making the effort to bring the seniors down to the AAC for them to socialize and cheer up their lives. What I found most encouraging was that many seniors were not just taking part in activities, but also helping to organize and run them. Seniors for seniors. I met Madam Goh, that's in the pink blouse, Madam Karen and Madam Farida. They were preparing to deliver hot meals to frail seniors living upstairs in the rental flats. They do this every day, and it's a great way to build neighborly bonds while staying active. Actually, besides meal deliveries, there are also communal meals downstairs at the AAC. The staff told me that these meals were a big draw and an important activity because they encouraged the old folks to come down. And when they gathered at the AAC for meals, they would socialize and make friends, and the staff could keep an eye on them, make sure that they were all right. I also discovered that these meals are actually cooked by the seniors themselves at least some of the seniors themselves. These three makciks, Madam Amina on the left, Madam Rosna and Madam Fatima, they use their Skills Future credits to attend a food hygiene preparation course so that they could cook meals for their fellow seniors. Madam Fatima told me they use less salt and sugar in their cooking to make it a healthier choice. Then I tasted her chicken curry, and I said, you must have used santan. Coconut milk, she says, no, she uses normal milk, but it tasted just as good, sedap sekali. I had a second helping. If you are observant, you would have noticed that the volunteers I've mentioned are all ladies. But we are starting to see more male seniors coming down to the AACs. The centers are introducing more activities that interest men, such as jamming, or even something simple like a cafe corner where the uncles can catch up over a coffee. There'll be something for everybody at the AACs. I was very heartened by my visit to Bedok Radiance AAC. I believe that the network of AACs across Singapore will be a valuable resource for seniors to stay active and healthy. We will invest to expand the network and work with community partners to enhance the AAC's services and reach. If you have elderly family members, and especially if they're living on their own, please bring them to join an AAC nearby. And if you're a senior yourself, I strongly encourage you to join a center near you because many seniors are having a good time there. Take the first step towards active aging so you can live well and age well. Be like Madam Wong here. This is Madam Wong. She is 97, still going strong, still playing mahjong, and I'm told that she is sitting pretty with her hand of tiles. Besides encouraging active aging, we'll also make our HDB homes and precincts more senior-friendly. Many seniors have told us they want to live out their golden years in their own homes and neighborhoods. It's a familiar environment, a cozy sanctuary, and they have established deep roots and meaningful friendships. And this is a very good thing. We will help as many seniors age in place as we can. We need to make a few moves to realize this. First, we'll make your homes more senior-friendly. Today, under the EASE program, this is the Enhancement for Active Seniors, you can install fittings like ramps to help you get in and out of your homes. In toilets, you can install grab bars and make the floors slip-resistant for safety. Soon, seniors can choose from an expanded suite of fittings under EASE 2.0. For example, you can have foldable shower seats. You can have your toilet entrances widened so that if you or your spouse needs a wheelchair, your wheelchair can be brought into the toilet. And life can be safer and much more convenient. Secondly, we'll make it safer and more comfortable for seniors to move about their neighborhoods. For example, we will revamp streets and linkways frequented by seniors. We will build more shelters and rest points, also more therapeutic gardens, fitness trails, and exercise machines to encourage seniors to stay active. The roads will be made more pedestrian-friendly. For example, longer green man signals to give seniors more time to cross the road. So you see down here, 36 seconds. The motorcycles and cars have to wait. Doesn't matter. Old folks, safety is important. This is their home, their area. We put them first. Barrier-free ramps and raised zebra crossings so that wheelchair users can cross over without having a step to go down and a step to come back up again at the curb. 3D road markings and narrowed roads to slow the cars down. We will also install larger and more colorful block signs with familiar symbols to help seniors remember their own block and find their way home. So this is not where the satay stall is. This is the satay block, block 113 in Kebun Baru. Integrated Dementia Assisted Living Project, ideal at 115, at the Kueh Lapis block, block 115, Kebun Baru. I went to open it a few months ago. It's a ground-up project by Dementia Singapore with some government support to help seniors with mild dementia. Many of the seniors live in their own flats in this block. The void deck has become their community living room where seniors have fun and games, exercise, get their haircuts, and eat together. Whenever a senior needs anything, he or she will go to the second floor, and the residents affectionately call this Jilao, the second floor. There are shared facilities there, like a community kitchen where they cook and hang out, and a telehealth room where staff can monitor their vital signs and arrange for telemedicine checkups. All at Jilao. At Ideal, seniors with dementia can live happily on their own upstairs and enjoy the warmth and care of friends and community downstairs. We will keep making Singapore a more friendly home for current and future seniors. Investing resources to senior-proof our homes, making precincts safer and easier to navigate, and constructing more assisted living residences with integrated accommodation, care, and community facilities. And we'll do this across Singapore, starting with the towns with the most seniors, like Ang Mo Kio and Bukit Merah. Together, we'll make Singapore an endearing home for all ages, where seniors can age with dignity and grace, connected with friends and family. I spoke in my Malay speech earlier about an exhibition now on at the National Museum, Semangat Yang Baru, Forging a New Singapore Spirit. The exhibition tells the story of the birth of our nation. It transports us back to our early years of nation building. It honors the indomitable spirit of the pioneer generation. They dared, they fought ferociously for Singapore, they never gave up. And thus, they turned mudflats into a metropolis and took us from third world to first. But our forefathers built more than a nation of bricks and mortar, skyscrapers, and a thriving economy. They created a nation founded on ideals, justice and equality, religious freedom and racial harmony, a commitment to excellence, a fair system of meritocracy, and an uncompromising insistence on honest, clean government. Integrity and incorruptibility are fundamental to Singapore. They are the foundation on which we build, we run a clean and effective government and deliver results for Singaporeans. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew considered these the most crucial ideals of all. On his 90th birthday, he came to Parliament to attend the sitting. We celebrated his birthday in the members' room. We were all there. PAP MPs and ministers, opposition MPs led by Mr. Loh Teck Yang, as well as NMPs. Frail and ill, Mr. Lee said just a few words. He spoke only about one thing. He reminded us Singapore must always remain clean and incorruptible, and ministers and MPs have to set the example. Otherwise, he said, we are finished. I will never forget those brief words. For the sake of the country, I will do all I can to keep faith with Mr. Lee's hope. No matter the price, no matter the embarrassment or political cost, I will do my utmost to keep the system clean. More and more, my task is to support the 4G team and their agenda. I want to get them off to the best start possible. They are increasingly setting the pace. My themes in this rally are all Forward SG themes. The 4G will soon wrap up the Forward SG exercise, but their journey is just beginning. Our nation's future depends on them working as one with you to take Singapore forward. I have every confidence in Lawrence Wong and his team. We share the same core convictions that we are stewards of Singapore, entrusted with the immense responsibility to lead and care for this nation. That our time as stewards is transient, but we are building a Singapore for the ages. And that our best service to this nation is to hand over a better, stronger Singapore to those who follow us. My team and I are deeply grateful to you for standing with us through thick and thin. Please give Lawrence and his team your fullest support too, now and after they take over. The Singapore story has been an unlikely one from the start. Our nation is still young and will always be tiny. We will forever be an unlikely nation, created out of the sheer collective will of our people. Nobody expected us to survive, much less to flourish. But each time we beat the odds. Each time we showed the world what Singapore can be. It has been an exceptional story, but I believe the best parts are still to be written. Let us hold fast to our values which anchor us and guide our way. Our mutual trust, which is the bedrock of our success, and our dreams, which drive us ever forward. Let us come together with a renewed spirit and vigor, a semangat yang baru, to build a better, brighter Singapore for generations to come. Majulah Singapura.